if you needed a reminder that Razer produced literally every single type of product you can imagine, well, here's another reminder of the brand new Razer Rogue V4 backpack. Well, it does make some sense when you think about it. I mean, they do make laptops, so making a backpack is a natural next step. You can do a lot more than just store your laptop, though of course that is its main thing, even down to the way the sizing works. So this right here is the 18-inch model. But as you can imagine, 18-inch laptops, but it also comes in a 16-inch model as well. That is already one of the main points where it differs from the V3, given how that also came in a 16-inch, but the biggest version was a 17-inch. So if that was still too small for you, well, Razer's got your back with the V4. However, one very big thing that's missing is the 14-inch version that we had last time. So if you were looking for something a bit more compact, well, sorry, you're kind of out of luck. Just by looking at them, you can see how much has changed in overall design language as well. The Rogue V4 is so much more stylish and modern, almost futuristic, I guess you could say, and also a lot more modest with its Razer branding, though it can still be rather loud, given the Razer neon green logo, the neon green lining along one of the zips on the outside, and even neon green on the padding on the straps at the back. It's not like, say for example, the LTT backpacks we covered before, which were completely stealth on the outside and then they just blasted you with orange when you open them up. Well, with this, it's already loud on the outside, and then you go ahead and open it up, and all of a sudden it's visible from the International Space Station. So that may be a good or a bad thing, depending on how much you like Razer's neon green and how much attention you want this thing to put on you. Another interesting touch on the outside is this Velcro material right at the front, which can be used to, well, attach Velcro badges, which sounds like a decent idea, and like, even though it looks strong enough, I'd be way too paranoid about them falling off when I'm out and about. So I'd mostly just stick to customizing this thing with things like pins or any kind of keychains, and that's about it. So overall, aesthetics wise, I mean, you gotta give Razer points for how much better it looks in the V3. I mean, it does look pretty good, if I do say so myself, even though again, it's not something I'd fully ever use myself. But again, it's a backpack. What's on the inside matters the most. And what's on the inside is, well, nothing really. You have to fill it in yourself, duh. And you have three main pockets to fill out with stuff. The back one is rather flat and uninteresting, and you probably won't be fitting too much there apart from things like, say, clothes, because of just how thin it is and how little it expands. But then with the main compartment, you know, the one with the green zip, well, that's where you get that special laptop pocket. All nice and cushioned up with some extra space in there as well. But then when we get to this main pocket at the front, well, that's where things get really interesting in terms of how much stuff you have on the inside. It is about as spacious as the middle one, but you get plenty of extra pockets that you get to occupy with, well, pretty much whatever you want. But you even get special ones for things like pens, for example, a zipped up one, and hey, there's even a spot to run a wire from this pocket to the central one. Pretty great that there are so many pockets. The one thing I'm kind of missing that I really liked about the LTT backpacks is a very special hidden compartment for any kind of trackers. Now, yes, I know, obviously you can put it in any of the many pockets this thing has, but still, it was really nice to have one specific pocket for it away from everything else, so it doesn't get in the way and take up space, but also it's, you know, obviously hard to find for anyone who may have gotten your bag. Now there's a few other random places to store stuff, like this tiny pocket just above the Velcro area, a pretty big water bottle holder, and also a tiny but very long pocket tucked away in the back. It is fairly spacious, be it for your daily commute or if you're traveling for a couple of days, with the 16-inch one having a total volume of around 24.5 liters, while the 18-inch one has a maximum of 36 liters of volume. And then in terms of the overall comfort of wearing it, even when it is full of stuff, I mean, yeah, it's comfortable enough. I mean, it's very hard to describe something that's just, you know, fine and comfortable and without too much spectacle either way. It's just fine. On its own, it is fairly light, so that's good, at 0.72 kilos for the 16-inch and 0.96 for the larger variant. But now, of course, for the most important part, the price. And as you can expect from Razer, it ain't cheap, at $110 for the smaller 16-incher and a whopping $140 for the 18-inch model I have right here. So obviously, given how this is the new biggest size for the Rogue backpack, there is no precedence there when it comes to pricing. But when it comes to the 16-inch one, well, when comparing the two directly, the V4 is more expensive by $10. So that's something to keep in mind. But with it, you get something that's just so much more stylish at every single level and just generally more thought out. Sure, the quality is there, the comfort's there, and the features are there, but is it all combined enough to actually be worth that kind of price? Well, let me know down in the comments below, and while you're at it, maybe also check out our Patreon, because even a single $1 a month truly goes a long way. Plus, huge thanks to Gavin Burns, Tristan Rage, Ella Vroniak, Balash Rokan, Ella Pseudonym, Mexomachin, Allcroft, and Mason Magruder. But anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then remember to subscribe, like, whatever, and I'll see you all in whatever I make next. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.